Hey, so I'm Beez. I help people with financial literacy. I also teach them how to increase their income through their career. So whether that's through tech or insurance adjusting, sales, any six-figure career, I help people overall just improve their life and improve their finances and invest to eventually retire early. All right, so my background is I was a defense industry contractor. I went to Virginia Commonwealth and I got my computer science degree. Got that back in 2014. Right after I got my computer science degree, I ended up partnering with somebody and we came out with an app called Gifitize. This Gifitize app basically allowed you to save GIFs and videos from Twitter. And it's really blown up since then, over 1 million downloads. And then from there, really throughout the entire time that I was on Twitter, I was anonymous at the time. I was just like giving out free game all the time, teaching people my journey and taking people along with my financial journey and my tech journey, and just sharing everything that I knew about tech and just helping people out that way. So what I was struggling with before I started working with you was like I was in this weird phase before when I was deciding to come back from overseas. I was trying to figure out if I was going to work short-term contracts or if I was going to do long-term contracts or if I was just going to come back to the States. And at that time, I really just had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do. And it seemed like everything that I was trying to accomplish was really just falling apart. This was right, I think right at the beginning of the pandemic. I was supposed to be going overseas. Contract fell through. Got another contract that fell through, and I ended up just staying in the States. But I decided to come out with my first book, Financial Starter Kit, and I reached out to you, and you told me to, really come out with a real website and start really pushing the book so a lot of people can get the knowledge. And that's really what I was struggling with at the time, just like my next direction with what I was going to do when it came to my career, what it came to, just how I wanted to help more people and how I wanted to really scale that. So some measurable changes that I had before I started working with you. I believe when I first started working with you, my book, I ended up selling my first 5,000 copies. I think that was with your help with getting the website built and just having like a more focused branding for the book and just like who it's for and finding that target audience. And really that I think, and then also the confidence as well, right? So because back then I didn't really have the confidence to like really fully step into being somebody, like being an educator that people would really want to come to for advice. Even though I had already been giving people advice like in DMs and tweets and stuff like that, I never really saw myself as that type of person that, okay, I'm really an educator, because it's not something that I was trained in, but it's something that, you saw in me and you told me I had that natural ability to be able to help people and help people push towards their goals. So a day in the life of Beez now really looks like me just waking up, checking my Discord community. I have my SLS community, Success Life Society. I check in with them. I look at the market, see what's going on with crypto, see what trades that I can make. I actually have just picked back up playing video games since we're in a bear market. So like I play video games for a couple hours just to pass time and like free my mind. And then also, looking at the news, of course, looking at the different news websites and Twitter news people that I follow. And just looking for some inspiration and looking for some new information that I can spread with my community and then my audience and other people who might not know about me. So since the program, I feel like life has changed in so many ways. Now I actually don't work my 9 to 5 anymore. I actually retired from working overseas back in December. So, that's a massive change for me. Another big change is I actually have done over $1 million in revenue in my business, which is something that, I never really thought I'd be able to do. So, the business has been doing well. I've reached so many more people. I've grown my audience on Instagram, almost 60,000 followers on Twitter. And I've even started YouTube, right? So it's just so many things that have changed, so many different mediums of me just really just stepping into being that educator that can help the community and teach the community about personal finance, tech, and just investing in general. My favorite part of working with you was honestly when when it came to marketing my book. It's not something that I ever really have at the top of the mind, is marketing all the things that I have available for people to like learn and push themselves forward. But before I was going on Millionaire Mindsets, I wasn't even going to bring up my book, and you told me like, hey, you need to bring up your book, that your book is coming out. And I did that, and it really did kick off my book sales. A lot of people ended up buying my book, and then on top of that, one of my friends, Fran, she actually started talking about my book on her podcast as well, the Friend Zone podcast, and that was really great, right? So Fran, she's been following me for a long time on Twitter, so she's like a Twitter friend that I have from crypto Twitter, and just to see that, like, in the impact that it had on everybody, was amazing. And then just when everything was just falling apart for me, you had this one quote. You told me, when everything is falling apart, it's really falling into place. And that's something that I try to remind myself of even today, that even if things aren't going as planned, maybe they are just falling right into place. So if somebody was thinking about working with you, I would definitely tell them that you're somebody who you can always call on. Like, if you need just some like quick help, quick advice, you can always call on you. You're extremely supportive. And I mean, I think that you just have great ideas, things that people don't initially see. And when it comes to just like the mindset and just getting your mindset right, I think that you're very great at that. You're extremely great at just pushing the mindset forward and getting people to see what they don't actually see in themselves. If you wanted to keep up with me now, you can follow me on all platforms, Twitter and Instagram, Beez SLS. And then you can also find me on YouTube, Beez Success Life Society. So if you want to buy my book or anything like that, Financial Starter Kit, you can find it on Amazon. And then all of my courses can be found on learnwithbeez.com. So yeah, if you want to work with Tirzah, definitely get with her, because she's amazing and she will change your life for sure.